Newark's first natural gas vehicles to go into operation real soon. The difference between these vehicles and our diesel equipment is that these are ran off of natural gas, which will be filled up at our incinerator site here in the city of Newark. Here on the left side of the vehicle, we see the refuel compartment for the vehicle. This box must always be closed or the fuel will not be supplied to the engine. Once the box is open, there is a safety switch that the door pushes, which keeps the engine to be able to run when the door is closed. As we see in this here picture, there are two gauges. The top gauge shows the amount of fuel that are stored in the tanks, which can go up to 4,000 pounds on a slow fill, but traditionally from our fast fill at the fueling site, most you'll get is 3,000 PSI. The lower gauge is the pressure to the fuel gas going to the engine, which will normally run between 100 to 125 PSI. The button on the top is the select button for normal operation and refueling. This smaller valve is when we're transferring fuel from one vehicle to another. That will be shown at another time. The middle valve is the normal valve that will be used for filling up at our fueling site. The bottom valve is for other sites that have the different size connection. The bottom knob you see with the red that says manual shut-off valve. That is the valve that should be turned off at the end of the day's use to minimize fuel going up towards the engine. If at any time you start the engine and it just cuts off because of showing of lack of fuel, it's because that switch may be on the off position, not the on position. We see here, this is the battery box. The battery box will be locked, but on the side, there is a on-off switch that can be shut off during cold weather times so that no power is going through the vehicle. You see below, it says wet AB. Those are your air tank draining valves. At the end of each shift, those valves should be open, whereas to drain the air out of the storage tanks.